Morning guys, it is Tuesday the 3rd of May. I've been just flushing out the Kickstarter this morning, a few little things that I hadn't finished. I woke up to a fantastic email saying that my identity had been verified, so I am who I am who I say I am. Thank you Kickstarter for noticing. So I just did up the last little bits. I sort of forgot to do the icons for the rewards, just to give people an idea of what they're going to get. And that's done. I've had breakfast. Got some friends to quickly look at it, and I hit the submit for review button, and it is ready to launch. Didn't even have to wait. Ready to launch. So I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to work in an hour. I don't want to launch this Kickstarter and then have to go to work and then be sort of MIA for 5-6 hours. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this and go to work. And then I'm coming home. I've got a interview to do with the Halftone Effect podcast at about 4:30. So I think while I'm doing that, or even before that, I'm gonna get. I felt like I was ready, but I'm gonna get any social media content ready. So my Instagram images, my Facebook images, Twitter images, all of that, and have that ready. Pretty much I'm probably just going to use the cover photo to begin with from the Kickstarter, and then I'll just put all the links and details in there. But I suppose it's really hard because I don't have the links to the Kickstarter to put into the images, so yeah, I just sort of have to, I don't know, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, well, I'll just do the best I can until I get those links, and once I've got the links, we're good to go. So I reckon we're looking at about a 6 o'clock launch. I'll launch it, have dinner, come back, and just watch it and stare at it for the next 30 days until it gets funded, I suppose. I'm really scared now. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was like, oh, so how much do you get for it? And I told her, like, oh, the minimum I'll get will be, $1,300, which is the Kickstarter goal. And she's like, oh, okay, so you guaranteed. I'm like, well, not really. Like, I don't even get that money if I don't, if no one funds it, or if not everyone backs, and if there's not enough backers. She's like, oh, okay, that's a big risk. I'm like, well, yeah, that's kind of the point. So I'm really relying on the world right now to make this thing real. And when I think about it, I mean, this project for me has been my world for the past, nearly 5 months. It's consumed my year, minus all the other, the little projects and stuff I've been working on. That's a huge thing. And when I sort of look at the big picture, and you're even just looking at Kickstarter, the amount of comics that are coming out at the moment, through Kickstarter, or even people just releasing their own books and such, it's like, I'm just this small piece. But for me personally, it's huge. It's my world. Next to my family and everything, this is like another child in my life, at least for now. But if it doesn't get funded, how crushing. It's really scary, like, I never even sort of considered how I'd feel if it doesn't fund. So yeah, all of a sudden I've just got this rush of feelings waiting to just hit this button. Crazy, like this one little green button that I'm staring at right now is going to dictate the next month of my life, for the most part. Wow. Well, I'm going to go. I'm going to get ready for work and all that, and hopefully it goes quick. I think it's going to go long because I'm going to be sitting here just waiting for this Kickstarter. Just not waiting, just anticipating the launch. Wow, it's going to be a big day. I'll see you guys this afternoon when I hit that launch button. I might even do a bit of recording while I'm on the Halftone Effect podcast. I think that'll be cool. If you guys haven't checked it out too, I'll post some links in the bottom. Yeah. Hey guys, it's 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the 3rd of May, and I'm about to hit go on the Kickstarter page. I'm nervous as hell, but I'm gonna do it. I think I've procrastinated enough. I did the I did the podcast interview earlier with Kieran from Halftone podcast, and that was awesome, and that's actually going live tomorrow, which will coincide nicely with this. So, alright, here I go. I've got a whole bunch of social media images ready to post, and I'm going to be posting like crazy online in about 5 minutes. So, here we go. Alright. So it's ready to go. I hit continue. Launch my project. Continue to launch. All things to say. Yep. I know that. Yep. Okay. So, quickly read over the fine print there. Kickstarter, you need to sort out your shit. What's going on there? Okay, you ready? Launch project. Go. Are you ready, Jazz? Jazz, are you ready?
What?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go. Oh, I have to accept their rules. Where's that? Oh, there it is. I've read the rules, and I agree. And round 2, go. Oh, congratulations, your project is live on Kickstarter. Oh man. It's live. Okay, I'm gonna get spam like crazy. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye. Ah. Okay, it's 20 past 10, so it's nearly been 3 hours since the Kickstarter's been up, and it's been crazy. My Facebook's been going mental with messages from people, with support, with questions, with advice, and with this and that, and the numbers have just been creeping up. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you. Hang on. Currently, I'm at $1,155 of my $1,300 goal. I'm $145 off this project being funded. This is freaking ridiculous. I don't know, I feel so stupid that I'm just so freaked out by this. Like, I just wasn't expecting this reaction at all, and my brain's not processing it right. Like, I just want to go to bed and just let it all sink in, so I can wake up in the morning and go, okay, cool, okay, yeah, it's done now and we're good to go. But then I just keep thinking, I'm like, man, I've got 29 days left of this. This is insane. So I don't even know where it's going to go from here. This is freaking insane. Alright, I just wanted to let you guys know. I assume at the rate it's going to be funded soon, so I'm thinking maybe I'll just stay awake until it's funded and, you know, post an update, or do I just go to sleep and do it first thing in the morning? Ridiculous. Alright. Come on. Hey guys, it's Chris. Okay, so it's Friday the 6th of May. Stupidly, I haven't updated in the last 2 days. From the last update was when the Kickstarter launched and everything went crazy and it blew up, much more than I expected it to. And the next day I woke up, so what would that be, on Wednesday morning, and we were funded. So we had funded the book within 12 hours. That was just mind-blowing. I actually think specifically it was roughly 5 hours, but because I went to sleep, I'm just going to say with 12 hours, which is just crazy, absolutely crazy. So thank you guys so much, thank you. And then it just kept going for the rest of the day. We got an extra $200 and we reached the first stretch goal, which means that everyone who's just backed the project, like absolutely everyone except for like the dollar pledges, will get a digital pack. So it'll have like wallpapers, it'll have avatars, it'll even have like I don't know, I'm gonna sort of look into digital packs. I knew like avatars and wallpapers are what I wanted to do, but I'm sure there's some more stuff that I can squeeze in there that you guys can use as well. Oh yeah, banners, like I'll do some banners and stuff if you want to chuck them up on your Facebook or whatever. So there's that. So that's awesome. And then the weirdest thing, and it's crazy because it's been making me feel really sort of weird in my mind, was it died. Like it really just died down. And that's not a bad thing because we're funded and I'm absolutely happy. So now I know at least in 30 days time, well, I'll get the money, I can do the book, and everyone who's pledged will get it, and then I can send it out to more comic shops. But it's just weird because it's like all of a sudden just bang, 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 sales, and then quiet. And I don't know what happened there. I know there's still people who are like, oh yeah, I really want the book, but there's no pledges, and it's like, in my, like, I'm not complaining, but in my head I'm just like, what happened? So is it because we're funded now that people are less inclined to back the project? I mean, like there's stretch goals and stuff, so the more people pledge, the closer we get to the stretch goals, and the more you guys get too. Like, so I think we're only now like a couple $100 away from the stickers. So everyone will be getting a sticker in their pack. Then the next one, everyone gets a bonus print. So anyone who didn't even get a print and just got the book will get a print, which I think is pretty cool. And then on top of that, we'll get extra pages, which I think was a $3,000 goal from memory. So I just don't know. I don't know what's happened, but like, you know, it's not going to stop me. I've still got 27 days left to promote the book, so I'm just going to keep going and promoting it, hitting it up on all the Facebook groups. I've still got a ton of art, and I've got a ton of art done by other artists, which I can promote and post up, so I'm going to actually set some things up today. So at the moment, I'm using Buffer. If you haven't heard of Buffer, it's almost like a queuing system, which connects to your social networks. So I've got it connected to my Twitter and to my Facebook. Fortunately, it doesn't post to Instagram because Instagram's systems are really weird. Like the way they upload, you have to do it directly, which is fine because I can still do that manually. But if I could just have it posting for me, especially over the weekend, because tomorrow is going to be crazy with Free Comic Book Day. And it also has, it sort of works on algorithms similar to Facebook, so it will post at the most active time for your pages and such, which is really cool. And I have noticed a big difference when it posts on my behalf. I do generally get more engaged likes and comments and things like that. So I'm going to keep using that and see how things go for the next week. The only problem is it doesn't post to groups and stuff, so that's going to have to be done manually, which is fine. And for most of that, it's just a copy and paste. So I'll just do a nice little blurb, post the link up. And what I've also been trying to do is, like, while I'm inking the pages, and mostly this week I've been inking sketches in preparation for Free Comic Book Day, because I owe people a few sketches to like guys at Classic Comics who are running the thing. I usually do a sketch for them each year. And also a couple of people who pledge to my Patreon, I'll be doing sketches for them, and they'll be picking up on the day. So I've just been getting those done. So I'm posting those videos up on YouTube, but as I'm inking pages as well, I'm videotaping it, so I can just chuck it up on the page and people can watch it and just see the progress as well. yeah, I want to keep everyone as engaged as possible. Been trying to be as diligent as possible, thanking everyone who's pledged for the Kickstarter, from, doesn't matter if it's $1 up to the highest tier. Another thing that's been interesting is one person mentioned, and something I didn't consider, is with the original page pledge, there's no option for a commission. And he said if that was an option, I would definitely do it, because I want the commission, but I also want a page. But I sort of tossed up between them, and he ended up going for the commission. I thought, oh, maybe I'll do that, so I'm thinking I'll fix that up today too. People have been really kind as well. I've been inundated with spam, and man, is it annoying. My Gmail inbox is just going nuts with spam, and even like my Kickstarter inbox. So I just keep on top of that, deleting it all. I do sort of look at it just in case maybe it's like a good thing, but it's generally just spam, people trying to get money to promote the Kickstarter. And generally they're like, oh hey, we can help you get funded. It's like, well, I'm already funded, so thanks. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was going to say before that. Yeah, people, like within the first half an hour, people were already commenting and messaging me with advice and saying, oh, you did this wrong and you did that wrong. And like, I won't name names, but you know, some people were sort of really harsh with what they were saying, but I knew they were trying to be nice about it and just sort of offer their advice, which, you know, I generally did help too. Like there was a few things that I picked up, I'm like, oh, actually I didn't even think of that, so I fixed it up. Whereas other things were like, with the video, like I worked really hard on that video, I'm really happy with it. And someone's like, oh, you should just completely redo the video. I'm like, well, Kickstarter's already launched. Like I'm not going to spend an extra 2 weeks doing another video just because you don't like it. So anyway, yeah. And then so Thursday night, not Thursday night, that was yesterday. Wednesday night, after everything sort of slowed down, I thought, okay, well, I've got a bit of quiet time, so I should take advantage of this. So I did a mass email to as many comic book shops in Australia as I possibly could. Thinking back now, it was probably a stupid move, because Free Comic Book Days this weekend, so they're probably all flat out. And if I didn't mention it, I do have a, the reason I emailed them was because I have a retail pack option. I have two. So there's a 5 comic, like 1 for 5 comics and 1 for 10 comics. If you go for the 10 comics, they get the books even cheaper than what they would get it for the 5. So they get it almost like a wholesale price. So it saves them having to sort of get in touch with me later on, or me getting in touch with them. They can just do it all through the Kickstarter. They get it all. They also get promo posters if they do it, to put on their walls to promote the book. And I must have emailed like 40 stores, I reckon, close to 40. This is just in Australia, and I've only received 2 replies. 2. One said they were closing down, which sucks, because that means there's another comic shop down in Australia. The other one, pardon me, was very critical, very critical. And I hadn't realised this at the time, but he pointed out to me that I'd called this a mini comic. Now, in my short description at the very start of the Kickstarter, it says mini comic. Now, when I think of mini comic, and what he thought as a mini comic is an A5 size book. So, you know, like that, which it's not. In reality, it's that, which is a pretty big difference if you have a look at it that way. So I can understand why he was like, that's pretty expensive for a mini comic. Like, no, it's US standard, like it's the same as all your other comics. He's like, well, you called it a mini comic, you might want to fix that. So I fixed it, I thanked him for it, and I owed up to my mistake as well, because it was. So that's fixed too, and I couldn't believe I did that. So I'm going to do some FAQ stuff today, and just note all that in, the size and stuff. I really should have done that before, and I'm stupid for not doing it. So it has been busy. I've got a few more pledges last night. Mostly digital pledges are coming through at the moment. And I think most of the digital stuff's always from in overseas, which makes sense. That's exactly sort of how I expected it to go. There's a lot of you guys overseas who have backed the book. Thank you guys so much. I know the shipping is a pain in the butt, and you guys know it, sending over to here as well. So There's a chance I'll probably even throw in a few little bit of extras for the international backers as well. So thank you. I'm going to end this. I'm probably going to come back later today. I'm going to do a run through for you guys of the Kickstarter, because I realize I haven't done that. I'll show you guys all the pledge options and talk about why I did certain things on the page too. So I'll catch you guys then. So in true Chris style, here I am. It's 8 o'clock at night and I haven't even prepared for Free Comic Book Day. So I'm currently cutting up these. I printed these out, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's 2 A5 sketch pads or sketch sheets laid up, and I am manually cutting them with my trusty ruler and Stanley knife on, because I don't have a cutting board, a canvas panel which I found that hasn't been painted on, so I figured I'll just destroy the back of that so I don't destroy my desk, and cutting them down to size. Now the issue was, I thought this would be easy. I could just cut them in half. I could just measure half, rule it, cut it, done. Apparently not, because I want it to be fancy. And I always sort of like to go above and beyond when I do commissions and prints and things like that. You know, I'm trying to sort of up the game and, you know, make an impression, so when people come back later on, they'll be like, ooh, you know, you did that cool thing last time, so, you know, this time come around to see what you're doing this time. That's sort of the hope, you know. So I went down to the $2 shop and I found these, what I thought were A5 bags. And they're just little plastic bags, and just for example, here's a couple of prints in one, and it's just sort of like a resealable one. I think you can see that. And it just sort of sticks down there to protect the commission. I thought that's cool, you know, so they can put a little commission in there, and off they go. It'll be protected. It won't get damaged. Won't protect it from bending, but it'll at least protect it, you know, from water and food and dirt and things like that. Because there's a lot of kids who'll be doing this, so you don't know what's going to happen. It'd be a shame if their work got ruined. I know I'd be pretty devo if it was me. So I did that. These ones here are actually samples for one of my Patreons that I did. I actually owe her 2 from last month and the month before. So that's why I've got these out and I'm giving them over tomorrow. So now I end having to cut them a little bit thinner than just the standard A5. It won't really matter on the day because people are getting free artwork anyway. It looks like it's A5, it's just slightly thinner. So what I did, just sort of measured it up a little bit, and I figured, so I've got my ruler, I don't know if you can see, so where the, you know, you got your numbers and everything, where that sort of line is, just above the number, that's sort of my reference point. So I'm just using that to just reference, cut it, to make life easy, so I can just go bang, 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 bang. At this point, I've only done 2. But, yeah, and 18, 40 to go, I'm doing 40. I figured 40 is a probably good round number. I like to think I can probably get sketches done between 10 and 15 minutes each. Possibly, hopefully. So that'll cater for 30 to 40 sketches, roughly. We'll see. But either way, like if they don't, like they're not labeled with Free Comic Book Day or anything. So these things, they just have my website address at the bottom, and then at the top they go event with a space and then the date. Well, I think I did that backwards, but it doesn't matter. You get the idea. So tomorrow, when it comes to it, I can write Free Comic Book Day 2016. I might even like hashtag it just to sort of give people the idea to maybe post it up on Instagram with the hashtag Free Comic Book Day. I probably should have put my my Instagram tag or something down there, but it's too late. But they can always check out my website and it's always there, and the date, because, you know, why not? The idea is, like, and you can probably see that it's got all the blue lines and everything. It's meant to look like comic book board. That's the idea. We started doing it a couple of years ago. I thought it'd be nice. Originally, it just sort of had my details and stuff on the bottom, but year after year, we've sort of, you know, a bunch of the guys like, oh, that's cool. So we started doing, all of us started doing it, and we all sort of do little different things. This year, I think we've all just sort of gone simple and just gone for the comic book board style. It's nice. It just looks nice and pretty, and it borders things for us too, so you can sort of work within your borders, and you can sort of get some cool perspective by working out of the borders. A good example, check out the Chumba on Instagram. He does some really cool stuff, like I was just explaining, drawing in those borders. So that's my night. I'm going to be finishing these up. If I get a chance after that, I'll do the Kickstarter thing and just show you guys all the rewards. If I don't, I'm going to switch over to Free Comic Book Day tomorrow. I'm training in with Luke in the morning, and then I'm there. He's there first thing in the morning, so I figured like I'm just going to go down there. He can catch a train together, so he's not bored, because I'll be doing the same thing. I don't want to be bored, so we'll do that. My session doesn't start till 12. His starts at 9, so I'll be swinging around for about 3 hours. So what I'll probably do is like go swing out and get some lunch at about 11, and then I'll be nice and fed, and hopefully that'll do me for the rest of the day. Might let you know a bit of snacking and quick break and stuff, so should be good. And then we're going out for dinner with the guys at Classic Comics and all the other artists who can make it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys shortly. As for me, it's Cut City.
Get home, put them on the computer and upload them all later.
We're on our way to Free Comic Book Day. We're with my bro Luke. We just got the train in for an hour, and now we're in Parliament Station, about 5 minutes away from the shop. I got a ton of my prints and stuff, which I can't wait to buffalo because they're heavy. And then it's draw time. It's Evan. Hi Evan. What's up?
Not too much. Yourselves?
Good man. How's the drive in?
Oh yeah, not too bad.
Say hi.
Hi.
That's Evan, he's rad, alright? Fucking hell, there's already people here. Hey.
Good evening, man. How's it going?
Hello.
Hey. What's up, man?
Hey, boys. All good?
Things? Hey.
Good, man.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Probably on my camera right now. Hello.
Like cat bird, probably.
So it's Sunday today, Free Comic Book Day is officially over. man, what a long day it was. It was just hectic from the word go. Got there and there was already people waiting at the front of the shop, as you saw. We got inside and I helped the guys set up a little bit. Obviously they were pretty pre-prepared anyway, so for the most part I just sort of hang out for 3 hours, just sort of wandering in and out, chatting to everyone, saying hello, and just kicking it, which was really fun. Like, I'm glad it was just sort of like a nice bit of downtime. But stupidly, and I don't know why I sort of had this reaction, but as it got closer to like 11 o'clock, I'm like, okay, well, I've got to go have lunch. And I started getting nervous, like, shit, I've got to draw soon. Like now I'm gonna have to sit here and draw for 5 hours. I hope I can meet up to, you know, the standards that some of the other artists were doing, because man, they were making some great stuff. And like at that point it was Jeffrey, Kat, and Luke and Evan, and they were just killing it, man. They were killing it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm up next. So anyway, I went and got lunch, so I wandered around, found this wicked burger joint. If you're in Melbourne, you've got to check out the Trailer Park, it's called, from memory. Man, the burgers were good. Like, I had the, I can't remember the name of it now. If you follow my Snapchat, you would have seen it. It's like a mac and cheese burger. Oh, I'm sure in America you guys have heaps of them there, but it's the first time I've had a mac and cheese burger. Oh, so good. So, had that, went straight into the shop. Afterwards, sat down and just drew. I managed to take a photo of everything, so this is about 4.5 hours worth of work that I did. Got to about 4:30 and I was tired, my butt was sore. It was pretty hot in the shop, so I was just sweaty and gross. And it finally quieted down, so I told myself, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go outside, get some fresh air and draw some more. That was pretty much it, but here's some pictures of what I did. So I think I did about 17 pieces, which sounds about right. Like, I sort of gave myself 15 minutes per sketch. Some I just went overboard and just got too excited with the pieces, so I just kept going and going, and did, you know, more than what, you know, I was, you know, willing to sort of give. But, you know, I just enjoyed the piece, so I thought, why not? You know, folks were happy to wait, and they were really happy with the art. So yeah, here are the pictures that I did on Saturday. So yeah, I had a ton of fun drawing them. I feel like I've exceeded my expectations compared to, in comparison to last year and what I was, you know, was drawing last year. I sort of freaked myself out a little bit looking at what I did last year, and I'm like, I feel like I'm not drawing to that level anymore. But I was happy. I don't know, I think it's just because I haven't drawn traditional a lot, and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to doing all the traditional stuff for the Kickstarter now, like all the traditional rewards that people have opted for. Yeah, stoked. So now, so I didn't get, afterwards, sorry, I just, a million thoughts at once. So afterwards we went down to the pub, had pizza, drank cider. We were there for 3 hours, just kicking it, chatting, catching up on the day, and just talking crap, which was awesome because you don't get generally a lot of time to do that with all your artist mates. So it's usually like post-con, post-free comic book day that you get a chance to do that. And then Evan Jones, who's a wicked artist, you need to check out. If I remember, I'll chuck a link down. He gave me a ride home, which is really nice of him because he doesn't live that far away from me. And we were just shooting the shit, talking comics and Kickstarters and stuff like that. So I was probably home about 10:30. I was wrecked. Shower and bed, man. Watched a bit of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and then just, I was gone. Woke up this morning, Mother's Day. As you know, Jazz is an expectant mother, so it's not officially Mother's Day for her, but every year since we've had Cooper, my dog, he always gives her a Mother's Day present. So this is her second Mother's Day as a puppy mummy. So I did like a nice framed picture of some photos of Cooper and her, and got her a couple of CDs for the car because she likes to listen to CDs on her way to work. So yeah, that was good, that was nice. She went off to work, and now I'm on my way to Mother's Day to see my mum. So I got her some flowers and got her a little gift and stuff, and we're gonna have a big barbecue with all the family. When I say a big barbecue, I'm thinking maybe 10 people, so I don't know if that's big to some of you. Most of my family all live in New Zealand, so I only really have my immediate family, which is my mum, dad, brother and sister, and sort of any partners and siblings that they have. which is nice. I like that. I like that it's quiet, you know. And I like that I sort of have the option to just, if I want to visit my relatives, I can just do it on my own time when I decide to, rather than have to see them all the time, because I've got so many friends where it's like, oh man, yeah, my relatives are just like, oh, this and that and that and this, and it's like, I don't know, mine are all New Zealand, they do what they do and we do what we do, and everything's friendly. So yeah, although slowly, yeah, once we start having kids, my brother's got a bunch of kids now, my sister's probably going to have kids soon, so we're going to, I think, start, you know, building that family again over this side of the world. Not that it's far from New Zealand, but anyway. So that's the plan. I don't really want to be there that long. I've already got my schedule because I know I'm going to be bored, so I'm just going to sit there and draw for a little bit, and then head home. I'm going to tidy the house up a bit because it's a bit of a mess, just because we both haven't been home for about 3 days. And then inking. Ink the comic. Now that free comic book day is done, don't have to stress about it, no more practice is needed. I've had plenty of inking practice over the weekend, which is great, so I'm nice and warmed up. So it's just pages, and get them all done and knocked out of the park. I really want to get them finished before the Kickstarter is completed. So it gives me like 26 days, I think, 26 days, which is more than enough, man. That's a page a day. That's a page a day, and I think that's more than doable, easily. So that's the plan tonight. I also got some more pin-ups by other artist friends, so I'll be posting those up as well. I'm starting to notice that whenever I do put a post up for the Kickstarter, I generally get maybe 1 to 2 backers. So that's really interesting. It's, not that I wanted to be that annoying guy, but unless I actively put it in people's faces, they're not going to notice, and they're not going to consider looking at it or backing it. Like, they're not going to do it later on and be like, oh yeah, you know, I forgot about that, I was going to check out that Kickstarter. I don't think there's that many people out there, and if there were, if they're anything like me when it comes to Kickstarter, I always usually just hit the follow button, and they remind me 48 hours before the Kickstarter's finished to back it. So there might be a lot of that happening towards the end of it, but yeah, this stage, I think every second day I'm just going to promote it. I think having a day break, if I go every day, people are going to get annoyed. So I think every second day is good, and that gives me 15 days of promotion for a 30-day Kickstarter that's already funded. So I don't want to come off too greedy. I'm very grateful already for where we're at, but I also still want to, you know, make more money for it and unlock more stretch goals, so more of you guys get more stuff. So yeah, that's it. I've got a full week on this week, so I apologize if I don't do a lot of videos in this next coming week. Just I'm doing like 9 to 5s every day at the shop, and then I'm working the weekend as well. I'm going to be exhausted. I will be inking throughout the night, so I'll just try and update as much as I possibly can for you. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to be scheduling a lot of stuff for the Kickstarter during the week. So that's probably something I should do tonight too. Schedule stuff, and then I don't have to stress about it later on. All right, well, I'm nearly there, so I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. Pardon me, tomorrow when I do another video. Anyway, bye. Okay, so apparently the video that I recorded earlier this evening on my drive home from work didn't record. So there's about half of it where I thought it'd cut out, or it didn't, and I tried to salvage it, but it just makes absolutely no sense. So here's a quick recap for you guys. So it doesn't really matter because you didn't see the video, so you don't know what you've missed out on, so I'm just going to tell you now anyway. So I'm halfway, I just about finished editing this week's video for it to go up tonight, which has come together really nicely. It's sort of a ride of emotions, which is pretty cool. Not so much for me because it was such a crazy week, but yeah, just watching myself again go through the whole launch of the Kickstarter and where I am now has been crazy. Again, I've had more backers today, which is fantastic. Thank you everyone for your support. We're slowly making it to the second stretch goal. I think we're about $150 away. So I'm going to be pushing that this week. I'm going to be pushing it because stickers, man. I really want to get the stickers made because not only do I want to get you guys more physical rewards, just as a thank you for pushing this so far, but I did really want to make these stickers. I want to plaster them on my own stuff. I'm a sucker for stickers, so there's that. Okay, so recap. Yesterday, I didn't end up coming home and inking. I was out for about 4 hours, so I didn't... my day didn't sort of go as planned. By the time I got home, Jazz was home already, so we ended up doing, like going out for dinner, like going out to get dinner stuff, cooking dinner. We did like homemade pizzas and such. And then, because I figured I'm going to have a crazy week this week with work and inking, then I'm not going to have much time to spend with her. So instead I spent last night with her. But while I did that, I printed out and made myself a mini book. Of the... Actually, I'm going to go get it. I'll be right back. And with the magic of video, I am back. So, this is the book that I did. It's just... I've only got one hand at the moment. Just like a little A5 mini book of all the pages that I've done. So this won't be the actual size, so don't freak out. These aren't the final links. It's just the pencils with the pre-letters. So what I did is I printed all that out. And I'll see if I can find a page that's got like notes and stuff on it that sort of won't give too much away. Even here, yeah, this is a good one. Like the double pages. You can see like I've written edits there, and I've even like added in little bits and pieces and stuff. Originally when I penciled the comic, Ozma wasn't actually a physical droid or anything. She was actually meant to be sort of a internal interface that just talked to the character, and then I changed my mind and decided to make it a droid that follows the professor around. So I'll sort of redrawing her in there, so I'll know where to ink her in later as the pages go along. So this has been integral at this point, because although the story is fleshed out, there's still a lot of edits to do, and those edits could influence the pages as they get inked as well. As you saw, like I've added some characters and stuff in there. Even just background stuff, yeah, it's got to be right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this up too on the computer, fix up all the lettering, and then I'm going to save it as a multi-page PDF. And there's a couple of people I'm going to send it to and say, hey, look, have a read of it, see what you think. Tell me if you think there's any changes needed. One of my biggest concerns is, and that I noticed going through it, Ozma tends to speak more like a human rather than a computer. And it probably sounds silly because, you know, computers don't talk, but she's too casual with her words. She's not, she doesn't articulate like I would imagine a computer to say sentences. So these are the things that I need to change to make it feel more real. So it's not, there's no major changes to the plot of the story, but I just want to make sure that it reads the way I imagine in my head, and it reads the way for you guys in a sensical way, where you believe that you're actually reading the words of a robot rather than the words of a human, for example. So I just, yeah, that's what I did last night. Today I've set aside inking. So once this video starts uploading, I'm going to have dinner, which is a beautiful roast, which is cooking right now. And I'm then going to ink more pages tonight. And it's going to be hectic. Tomorrow morning, I've got work, but I'm going to try and get up early and do some more stuff for Patreon. Just do like a daily sketch or something, because I haven't done much of that. I might even start doing them traditionally, because they're fun. Like I might even just print out a whole bunch of sketch layouts, or even just sketch them out on paper and print them out too, because then, you know, if people dig them too, they can buy them. That's also an option. Or I can even give them to some of my $15 backers as well. So yeah, on top of that, after Free Comic Book Day, like I got a massive haul of comics, as I probably mentioned, and I also want to do a bit of reading on there as well. So hopefully I can get some inking done so I can just sit down and read comics. I've still got a copy of The List 2, which has been sitting next to my bedside table, sitting on my bedside table, waiting to be read since Supernova, and I really want to read that. Paul Bedford stuff. If you haven't checked it out, do it. I'll put a link in here. Check out Paul Bedford's work, The List. It's horrifying and deep and just fantastic. He's a great writer. He's got a great artistic team on there. He's already released one trade, and actually I can probably find it for you on my bookshelf, because there it is. This is, sorry, this is the first copy of The List. It's thick. It's a nice big thick book. He did it through a Kickstarter ages ago, and that was all it was meant to be. It was just meant to be this one book and that's it. And he decided to write a prequel, and he released book 1 again via crowdfunding, which was successful, and I can't wait to read it, because that one was awesome. That one was rad. I didn't like it. I think this is going to a concern of mine, is I didn't like it when he released the single issues, but when he released the trade, it was way cooler. So hopefully the new single issues hold up. Either way, I'll support him, because I know the quality the dude can do, and he can only get better. And it's been a couple of years, and he's done other short stories and stuff, so this new stuff can only be better. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you guys for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's nice because it's a little bit different with all the free comic book day stuff. I hope you enjoyed the art as well. I had a blast drawing it. If anyone here is interested, I do take commissions as well, so please don't feel free to contact me on Facebook or YouTube or email, and hit me up if you're after commission. I do digital and traditional, so shout outs to the usual cats. Marsh, thanks so much for having me on the Hangout, dude, after the Kickstarter launch. That was friggin' awesome. Let's do that again soon. Mike, Emirates, keep going, Space Cat Man, and I'm loving the pinup that you're doing too. I can't wait to see the finished piece. Yanimal, I don't know what to say, because I'm so behind on your videos and I really need to catch up, but they're just a bit longer than I'm sort of used to, so I just need to put aside some time. But I will, dude. I hope you're doing well, and I hope things have gotten better for you. Kevin Cross, who's just a legend and started the whole 100 days of making comics. Hope things are going well for you in your new digs, man. I can't wait to see more. I just noticed you posted a video today, so I'm going to watch that later if I can, among all the other videos I have to watch. Who else? HC Brown, I noticed you just started doing your 100 days a couple of weeks ago. I checked out your first video, it was awesome, so I can't wait to watch more of that. Welcome to the hundreds. I know there's names I'm missing from the hundreds group. I'm so sorry, but I hope you're all doing well, and I hope your projects are coming along. I'm really excited to finish this project, actually, because I really want to get back to the daily videos on my new project. Well, not a new project, just finishing up an old project. I miss doing the daily videos, or maybe even like second daily. But yeah, I want to do the official 100 days of making comics again, because that is fun. It's also going to coincide with having a baby, but whatever, it'll be fine. Probably not. I'm dreaming, aren't I? Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching the video. You're all awesome. Please like, share, and comment on the videos. It means the world to me. I'd love to get some more followers on this YouTube account, so I can get a bit more interest and start making some more cool content for you guys. I also hope you've been enjoying the random time-lapse videos. I know they're sort of impromptu, but just sort of doing it as I'm working. So goodbye. Have a good one. I'll see you all next week.